going on, YouTubers, collectors, everyone in between and beyond that? Hope you're having a fantastic day. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I just got to see Venom, the new movie that's been, man, the reviews have not been really nice to this movie, I tell you. And I've heard a lot of mixed reviews. Most of the reviews I did hear have been pretty bad. Uh, there's a lot of friends that I know who watched it. It's been just kind of, I've had half that's like it's good, half that says it's bad. And I really think it's based off of the viewer, what you're going in expecting to watch. What do you want to see from a Venom movie? What do you like or, not like? The tone of the movie, what details you want to see, things like that. And I think that's really based off how you're going into the movie. Um, for me, this was a really tough one. You know what I mean? Really tough one. I just figured I just want to come on here and let you guys know my opinion of the movie, what I thought, things like that. By the way, yes, I am wearing my Venom shirt from the Funko box thing. So, yeah, looks good. It's comfortable. I like it. Might give me a couple more Venom shirts. Anyways, back to the review. Um, yeah. It depends on how you're going into the movie. Okay. For me, I was just going in with the idea of, okay, I heard a lot of bad things, so my expectations is kind of low. And I was going into just trying to enjoy the movie, just to have a fun movie to watch. And I was going as a person who liked the character Venom. That's what I was going in there for. Venom is not my most favorite character out of all time, but there was a lot of things that I wasn't really like set on about, but I do really enjoy this character. And honestly, for me, I had a good time. I enjoyed it. I really liked the movie from the beginning to the end. Now, I'm not saying this is the best movie. It's not the worst movie. It's just kind of like okay, you know what I mean? Kind of average. And depending on what you want to see, that can maybe persuade you. You might start be leaning towards, oh man, this is an amazing movie. Or you might start leaning towards that this is just straight trash and it just needs to be in garbage. But for me, um, it, it was enjoyable. I really did like it. There's a lot of, all right, well, I guess I would say what I like and don't like is that, uh, this definitely wasn't a perfect movie. There were things I did not like, but one thing I did not like, I felt like there was a lot of scenes that felt cut out, that felt, missing, that they kind of skipped over. Now, I did hear that they cut out like 40 or 30 minutes of the movie. And I believe in an interview, Tom Hardy said some of the best stuff that he wanted to be in the movie got cut out, So I don't know if we'll be able to see all that in the, Blu-ray version of the movie when Venom comes out, like on Blu-ray and stuff. But yeah, there was a lot of stuff that I felt like they just kind of skipped over. Um, I didn't really like that very much. I did want more scenes with Venom, fighting or whatever the case may be. It wasn't a lot of scenes with him fighting. I wanted more scenes with him, so I didn't like that. Eh, there's a lot of little things, like I said, for me. I can't say too much because I don't want to spoil the movie for anyone who hasn't watched it. But there was a lot of little things that, like I said, I did not like. Not, there wasn't nothing too big where I was just like, this is horrible. You know what I mean? I did think Tom Hardy's performance was really good. A lot of people said he was awkward. I didn't find that he was awkward. I thought he was perfectly fine. I think he did a great job. Could he have done better? I think he could have. I think he could have done a better job acting in this particular type of role. Um, Now, this role, the way it was with Venom inside his body and Venom talks to him inside his head and other people can't hear him, it kind of reminded me of this movie called Upgrade that I watched, which is a really good movie, where he has the similar type of function to where there is a voice inside his head that he's talking to, and he has to um, he has to act as if, you know, he is talking to someone. You have to believe that he is talking to someone in his head, and you have to believe that at some point that this other voice is controlling his body without him doing anything. And I think the actor in the movie Upgrade did a better job. I think that, you know, if they could bring that type of performance over to Venom, I think it would have been better. But nonetheless, that's not to say Tom Hardy did a terrible job. He still did an excellent job in this movie. It just wasn't as good as I think it, you know, could have been or should have been. But still, really good. You know, a lot of scenes that were pretty funny. Not as a funny movie as some of the other Marvel movies. I don't think it was as funny. And I think there were certain jokes that kind of missed me. You know, there were certain jokes where I was thinking like, I think that was supposed to be funny, but I didn't laugh. I didn't think it was funny. Probably didn't even need it in the movie. You know what I mean? Like some of the jokes they could have just left out of the movie. Like it was just they were trying to like kind of forcefully put it in there or something. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, it just like I said, it was good. It was entertaining for me. Um, yeah, you know, there's a lot I want to say, but like I said, I don't want to spoil it for anybody. I mean, most of the stuff that I would say probably would spoil the movie. So I'm just gonna say it's a okay movie. It's a good movie. You know, it's not terrible to me. To me personally, in my opinion, it's not a terrible movie. It's not a great movie by any means, but it's just good. It's just good to watch. You know, I think if you want to go to the theaters, I would say it is worth going to theaters to watch. It's definitely if you could get a matinee or something like that, definitely go watch it. If you're a Venom fan, that's also it, it's gonna mm, it's gonna swing you on any side of the fence. You're either gonna be a Venom fan, know the details of Venom, things like that. You want to see a certain thing from Venom. You want to see this character, you know, Eddie Brock and Venom to be flushed out and to be brought out and to be displayed in a certain way, to be, you know, materialized in this movie as a certain, as what you visualize what Venom is what he would do, what he would say, things like that. And in it may not be that way. So as a Venom fan, this could be a movie that pisses you off because you're like, nope, I read every single Venom comic. That ain't how Venom's supposed to be. He's supposed to do this and this and all that. Then it might piss you off. On the other side, if you're a Venom fan, you might just love it. You might just love it because it's like, look, it's Venom. Just to be able to see Venom just walking on the big screen, and it doesn't look like that, you know, Spider-Man 3 trash Venom that we had with the dude from the '70s show, whatever the heck they was thinking with that. I much prefer this Venom, absolutely. And as a Venom fan, that's the side I was on. I was like, I'm partially there are some things because I have read the comics. There's partially some things, some details and things like that where I was like, that no, Venom's supposed to do this, Venom this, Eddie Brock this, whatever. It wasn't like that. That did bug me, but overall, I was like, you know what? I'm a Venom fan. I'm just happy to see him. He looks good. He sounds good. His voice is amazing. I love Venom's voice. I loved when Venom was talking to Eddie and they was having their conversations. I think their chemistry was really good. Kind of awkward in the beginning. Kind of not necessarily awkward, but kind of off-putting because there's no real introduction when he first comes in to start talking to Eddie. It just kind of is like the way it almost makes it seems like he was kind of always there in a way, you know what I mean? Like there was no real build up for it, you know what I mean? That was my thing. There was no real build up for when you really knew Venom was there. You know what I mean? He was there with Eddie, taking hold of Eddie. There was no real build up to that, you know. It just kind of was like there type of thing, you know. So you know, there's that. Other than that, if you just want to, you know, good movie to watch, you're bored or whatever, if you're just a Marvel fan, whatever the case may be, go for it. It's a good movie. You know what I mean? Definitely not the best movie ever. Would you be okay if you didn't see it in theaters and you just waited to rent it or Blu-ray, buy it on Blu-ray or whatever? Yes, I think you'd be perfectly fine. That's what I'm saying. You could go either way. I would suggest going to the theaters. I would also say it's perfectly fine not watching it at all and just wait. I think it's good either way. You know what I mean? Because it definitely deserves to be watched at some sort of point. I just don't think it's the trash that people are saying where they're just like, yeah, don't watch it, it's horrible. But it all depends on the viewer. You know what I mean? Depends on what you're going in for. For me, I really enjoyed it. Thought it was a good movie. Definitely not the best movie. So a lot of things I liked, disliked. Not going to go into details because I don't want to spoil it for anybody. Um, but yeah, I really did. I really did like it. Love the voice. Love Tom Hardy's acting. Some of the other actors in it did not care for them. I will say that. A lot of the other actors, the main villain, Eddie Brock's girlfriend, things like that, didn't care for him at all. They could have not been in the movie at all. Could have been just literally Eddie Brock and maybe a villain, and that's it. I would have been perfectly fine. They were very, um, like I just had no attachment to them at all. You know what I mean? I was just like, yeah, cool. Whatever. I guess you got to put them in there. You know what I mean? But other than that, I did enjoy it. Also, there's two post-credit scenes. One lets you know what's going on, more into the Venom type set, and then the other one is like a sneak peek into another movie. So if you don't know what those is, I'm not going to say. But yeah, you're gonna have to check it out for yourself. But anyway, I think it's good. Go watch it. Not the best, not the worst. Just kind of okay. You know what I mean? Just a okay, good film. You know what I mean? So yeah. All right. Well, if I had to rate this movie, I guess I'll give it. I have to say out of five. I'm gonna say out of five. I probably for me, it's ooh man, I don't know. I would say because I did enjoy it, maybe a 3 to 3.5 out of five Venoms. Okay, 3 to 3.5 out of five symbiotes. You know what I'm saying? I think that's how it was. Just kind of like right in the middle for me. Yeah, yeah, right in the middle. I'm just three. I'm just gonna stick with that. 3 out of 5. Okay. So yeah, it all depends on the viewer. All right. So yep. Thank you for checking out this little review. Um, you know, if you guys watched it, let me know how y'all thought about it. Let me know if you're Venom fans and you hated it or you love it. Or you don't even know who Venom was. You just went in the movie and just thought it looked good because you like Tom Hardy. Whatever. You know what I mean? Feel free to let me know. Either way. I just hope you enjoyed it. And if you didn't enjoy it, then you know not to buy it on Blu-ray. Okay? And yeah, well, I will catch y'all later. And yeah, yeah, I think that's all I need to say for the spoiler free section. Okay? So go ahead. You already know all the buttons you need to click on. You got to click on something. Okay? And yeah, watch the movies, enjoy life, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.